You might think that you'd have to travel somewhere you've never been before to find a secret place, but there could be a secret location hiding right under your nose. People construct hidden rooms for all sorts of reasons, ranging from the benevolent to the nefarious. We'll explore some shocking and strange secret rooms that you might have walked right past without even noticing. It's no secret that the best way to get the latest videos from the Hub is to press the subscribe button and then turn on your notifications. The Paris apartment. We understand that moving out of an apartment can be a huge hassle, and we can all relate to Madame de Florian's reluctance to do so. During World War II, she fled her lavishly appointed apartment in Paris in favor of staying over on the Riviera. While we certainly understand that time was of the essence in this move, the strange part of the story is that she never returned for her possessions, and she kept paying rent on the apartment until she passed away. The landlord cashed the checks without realizing his tenant hadn't been in the apartment for 70 years. Her family found out about it after her passing and discovered it was exactly the way she left it all those years ago. It was a strange yet gorgeous time capsule, and even included a never-before-seen painting by famous artist Giovanni Boldini that sold for $2.4 million at auction. One investigator compared walking into this forgotten room to stumbling upon the Castle of Sleeping Beauty. Bomb shelter. High school can feel like a dangerous place, and sometimes students wish they could just hide away for a little bit. It turns out that Placer High School in Auburn, California, was concealing a secret hiding place that had long been forgotten about. Citizens volunteered to repaint the weightlifting room and discovered a small screen door with a lock on it. It was one of those things that some people had noticed, but never thought about for a long time. They decided to open it up, and what they found was shocking. It turns out that this secret room was created to be a shelter during a nuclear attack during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Inside the shelter was tons of food, water, medical supplies, and toiletries, all bearing the Civil Defense emblem. It had been untouched for so long, but the rationed water was still clear and likely still drinkable, although nobody seemed to want to test it. There had long been rumors about a bomb shelter at the school, but people had dismissed them as simply absurd. Not only were the rumors apparently true, but it had been hiding in plain sight all the time, just waiting for someone to open the door. Pyramid. Investigating ancient pyramids is done with a lot more than just a torch and a brush nowadays. Members of the Heritage Innovation Preservation Institute have been conducting a project known as Scan Pyramids. This program involves using infrared thermography to map subatomic particles within pyramids, leading to new and exciting discoveries. When investigating the 4,500-year-old Great Pyramid of Giza, they discovered a secret room hidden within it. The room is located in the high northeastern section and appears to be the same size as comparable rooms within the pyramid. However, one does not simply walk into an ancient Egyptian cavern inside the pyramid. Instead, they're utilizing 3D reconstruction and a type of science known as mirography. Mirography works by recording particles known as muons and using them to produce images. Muons are similar to X-rays, but they can penetrate much deeper into the stone before being absorbed. By using these methods, they hope to pinpoint the exact location of this mysterious secret room and learn how to access it. Many archaeologists believe that we are currently on the brink of an important historical discovery, and that more testing is needed in order to learn more. Mall apartment. To those of us who love shopping, living at the mall sounds like a dream come true, and a group of artists were able to make that a reality. Of course, they did so without the consent of the owners of the mall. This group chose the Providence Place Mall in Providence, Rhode Island, and built themselves a little apartment in an unused utility space located in a parking garage. Sure, it didn't have any running water, but it did have plenty of furnishings, and even a television and a PlayStation 2. Hey, it's actually nicer than a lot of dorm rooms. Members of the group took turns staying here for weeks at a time over the course of 4 years, and considered it an art project they called Mall Life. Unsurprisingly, when they were finally discovered, authorities weren't impressed with this art installation and charged the group's leader with criminal trespassing. Michael Townsend was sentenced to 6-month probation and issued an apology for his actions. Sadly, he was also given a lifetime ban from the mall. If you're interested in learning more about why people would do such a thing, the artists have a website where you can see photos of the project and read their various explanations for their actions. Secret shelter. If secretly living in a mall just seems too luxurious for you, there is a budget option for secret rooms. Walmart. One teenage boy made his home inside a Walmart in Corsicana, Texas for days before he was finally discovered. Rather than just hiding in the bathroom after closing, he built secret hidden rooms that employees failed to notice. One was located behind several strollers in the baby section, and another was made out of paper towels and toilet paper. He even changed his clothes frequently so employees wouldn't notice him when he was traveling between his 2 bases of operation. Having a secret fort in a store sounds kind of cool actually, but less impressive was him stealing foods and drinks, and wearing diapers to avoid frequent rescue visits. So how did this criminal mastermind get caught? Like most teenage boys, he did a poor job cleaning up after himself, and employees followed a trail of trash right to him. Apparently, he had a history of running away from home, and this wasn't surprising to his family. Michelangelo's secret room. Finding a secret room is exciting, but the discovery is even more amazing when a treasure is found inside. In Florence, Italy, Paolo del Poggetti was the director of the Medici Chapels Museum in the year 1975. While exploring the grounds, he was seeking a new way for tourists to make their way outside when he discovered a trapdoor located beneath a wardrobe. It was located in the new sacristy, a chamber that was designed to hold the tombs of the Medici rulers. Thankfully, its contents were more enthralling than spooky. It looked just like a small storage space, but Del Poggetti was smart, and he immediately locked down the secret room so that no harm could come to it. He wanted to take no chances in case something valuable was lurking beneath the layers of plaster. It took weeks to carefully remove the plaster, and as it was chipped away, drawings emerged done by no other than Michelangelo himself. In 1530, Michelangelo took refuge in this chamber for 2 months after angering powerful patrons and occupied his time with drawing on the walls. The images look like early sketches of his later completed work. Although many believe this work to be authentic, without his signature or any records, it's hard to say, and there is some dispute over who actually created them. The Queen Mary. It's not just land-based structures that are hiding secrets. When the ship was built, the company wanted to name it after Queen Victoria, claiming that she was England's greatest queen. But King George V had other ideas. He insisted it be named after his wife Queen Mary, and the shipbuilders didn't see fit to argue. It first set sail in 1936 and became a war cruiser a few years later in World War II. Later it was turned back into a Class A cruiser in 1947 and restored to its former glory. The ship was retired in 1967, and many tourists enjoy exploring it from the dock. Years later, in 2017, the ship's team discovered a hidden room. They spotted a hole in the wall where they were fixing pipes, and realized that it was hiding an entire room that was still in excellent condition. All the equipment, gears, and motors had been hidden away for decades. In light of this discovery, they're working to restore the room to allow access and incorporate it into future tours of the ship. Sally Hemings' room. Thomas Jefferson is an important historical figure, but there are some dark stories surrounding his past. Historians believe that he had an enslaved mistress called Sally Hemings, who gave birth to 6 of his children. When excavating an area of Jefferson's Monticello mansion, archaeologists were shocked to discover a secret room that they believe was once the living quarters of Hemings. Gardner Halleck, the director of restoration for the project, believes that this discovery helps humanize Hemings and show what her life was like for her and her children. Very little is known about her, except that she was reportedly lovely and had long hair. Historians found an account of her room written by one of Jefferson's grandchildren, which placed it in the south wing of the mansion. Following this lead, archaeologists began to dig and found the room. Although she would have lived an easier life than the other slaves on Jefferson's plantation, her room was still small and windowless, and would have been very uncomfortable to say the least. A project is underway which will renovate her room to likely how it looked back when Hemings was alive, and visitors will be able to tour it once the project is finished. Berlin apartment. Anonymous photos were sent to a German media outlet showing a small secret apartment located in Berlin. The room is simple and featured a single bed, an armchair, artwork, and even a plant. Where is this apartment tucked away? It was found on the U9 subway line and was so well hidden that even subway employees didn't know that it existed until very recently. During a routine fire inspection of the tunnels, this creepy hideaway was discovered. Someone, maybe an employee of the subway, managed to snap some photos so that everyone would know about the existence of this tiny tunnel apartment. Because we know so little about this apartment, our imaginations have been running wild. Was the inhabitant a person who sent the photos to the media? Theories range from impoverished students trying to save a few bucks on rent, to some sort of artist staging a performance piece like what took place in the Providence Place Mall in Rhode Island. However, a likely explanation is that it belongs to a member of the Berlin's graffiti scene, given their obvious familiarity with the tunnels. Precious memories. Finding hidden artwork or stacks of cash is pretty amazing, but other finds are hard to put a price on. Homeowner Ricardo Bush was renovating his home in Detroit, Michigan, when he found a fake wall. Once the wall was removed, he realized that there was a secret room. Inside the room, he found 2 huge trunks with the name Daniel Kozak written on them. Opening the trunks revealed a cache of photographs, letters, and other small mementos. Dates on the letters revealed that the trunk and its contents had been hidden away since the 1920s, and Bush was eager to learn more about the family that these items must have belonged to. He took his story to the media and hoped that the attention he gained would cause someone to come forward and claim the items. Thanks to a local news station, he was able to connect with 70-year-old Kathy Nadales-Zareski. Her father, Mike Nadales, was the stepson of Daniel Kozak, who had once owned the trunks found in the secret room. The woman was overjoyed to have her family mementos returned, and she looks forward to learning more about her grandfather. Which one of these secret rooms would you most like to explore? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks for exploring with us here at The Hub. Be sure to like our videos and subscribe to our channel for more content. Bye for now.